Okay, so let's suppose that you're compounding more often than yearly,
Monthly.
like monthly.
Okay.
Okay, so
Daily.
let's do our same. We're gonna, oh no, we're going to put $100 into an account at, oh what the heck, let's do 12% interest, compounding monthly. Cool? So, monthly? Monthly? Whatever. Okay, so, if I have a, oh, maybe let's table this one out, and then maybe we'll come up with a formula from the table. So, in month 0, how many dollar bills do you have?
100.
You have $100 bills. Okay, at the end of that month and in month 1, you will have, okay, so I think we need to figure this out.
100.
So, first question, how many compounding periods have passed here?
$112.
No, so close.
12.
I got the same.
So, right here, 1 month has passed,
1 month.
right? And you guys are going, 12% means I should compound 12% in that 1 month, right? But that's 12%, and that's counted yearly, right?
Okay, so 12%.
So 12% divided by, how much of a year has gone by?
1/12.
A 12th of
A
it.
12th of a year.
So 1%.
So this is, 1% is gonna get compounded in that first period. So you are going to have $101. Right, and the way I'm thinking about that is I'm thinking about that as 100 times 1 plus 0.12 divided by 12. And then I'm raising that to the
Second.
1 power.
So 1.01.
Okay, see that? So that's 1.01 to the first is 1.01 times 100 is
102.
$101.
Wouldn't it be 102 though?
1.01
Oh yeah, 101.
times 100 is 100. It's all good? So now in month 2,
You have 200.
I'm going to be thinking that's,
Dang it.
maybe I should set my thinking over here.
Wait.
So this guy was 100 times 1.01 to the 1.
Wait, where are we?
That's 101.
So this guy's 101 times 1.01.
To the second power.
Close. This is, so this is 100 times 1.01 to the second.
That makes sense.
Right, so you can either think of it as compounding once on the amount you have, or you can think about it as having compounded twice since the beginning.
So 103.03.
So you're saying 3?
Yeah, 103.03.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that feels too big.
102. 102.
What did I do?
Did you do the 10?
The next one.
101?
Did you do the next one?
I did 101 times 0.01 to the second power.
Yep, so you did the next one. You had 1 compounding here,
Uh-huh.
and then you had 2 of these. So you had 3 compoundings total.
Okay, so you're just doing 101 times 1.01.
Yep, so that's 1 compounding on what you had before, or 2 compoundings on the beginning.
Okay,
And then this next one is going to be,
this answer.
so this is going to be 3 compoundings on what you had at the beginning, so that's 100 times 1.01 to the third. You guys see that? Which is going to give me, I think the 1, 03.03.
No, that's the answer that I got when I did it to the second power.
You didn't have 100 here, you had 101 here.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
No worries, it's all good. So then the next one, 4.
104.06.
104.06. Okay, what's going to be in 12 here?
I think good on that as well.
Okay, so this is going to be 100 times, see the pattern? In month 2, I had a 1.01 to the 2. Here I had 1.01 to the 3. Here I had 1.01 to the 4.
So you're gonna do it to the 12.
So here I'm going to have 1.01 to the 12th, which is going to give me
160.10.
12.68.
one what?
Is it 112.68?
Probably. I don't know. Let me see. Did you do 1.1?
No, I did 1.14, but that was just a better.
Oh, just butterfingers.
Sorry.
So,
Because it's being compounded monthly.
do you guys see what I got at the end here?
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end here, in a year, right? What was your percentage gain in a year? Like, if you thought about this as simple interest, what do you got here?
12.68%.
Yeah, this is 12.68%, right? This is the effective interest rate.
How could we, well, how could it get us that, like, why didn't they just tell you it's gonna be 12?
So if they tell you it has an effective yearly rate of 12.68, then you can treat it as compounding yearly with an interest rate of 12.68, and it'll be right at least at the ends of the year. It'll be a little wobbly in the middle, but it'll be right at the ends of the years. So these will agree as long as you're doing whole numbers of years. So do you guys want the general formula? That make life a little easier? Okay, so the general formula is A is P, and then you have a 1 plus the rate divided by the number of compoundings raised to the number of compoundings times T. Okay, see this? So the N here is crucial.
Why is there division this time?
Why is there division?
Yes.
Because I took my 12% interest, right? And I said, that's really, if I'm computing monthly, that's 1% in a month,
Okay.
right? So I had to figure out what my kind of compounding rate was, and then I'm gonna have the number of compoundings that I had in my time period. So if you're compounding twice a year, you'll have 2t, or 2 times the number of years up here, and you'll have your rate over 2. Since I had 12, right, since I was doing monthly, I had my 0.12 divided by 12, and then I had a raise to the 12 times 1 year here at the end. You guys all see that? So the variables are, what's A again, just to reiterate?
P, R2.
Okay, so for simple interest, right?
Oh,
But just in words, it's the future value, right? So you have a future value, that's A. P is the principal. R is the rate. N is the,
Number of compounds.
yeah, the number of compoundings. In a year. N is still the number of compoundings in a year up there, which is what makes this formula a little weird. It has 2 N's in it. And then T is time. and that's in years.
I just want to make sure I'm clear when you read the question. And it says 12% interest compounding monthly. You need to assume that they're talking about 12% in a year as a term versus, okay, it's every month, 12%
Yeah.
a month.
Yep, so you need to know that's 12% kind of thought of yearly. And you also need to know that this 12% thought of yearly is not actually the interest rate. The interest rate is effectively 12.68. Why is it a little higher? Well, because back in here, in month 2, you earned a penny. That penny got 8 compoundings later
Right.
till the end of the year. So that's where that extra 68, that 0.68 came in. That's from your penny that you earned a month in.
Okay, so it says compounding yearly. If it was saying yearly,
So if it said compounding yearly,
this would just be like a normal, like the last one.
yeah, then this is just like the last one, and every year you'd multiply by 1.12.
But it's saying monthly, so you're like, okay, there's, so 1 over 12.
So 0.12 over 12 is your monthly rate,
So then,
right? So you're compounding by 1% every month.
so you're compounding by 1. Oh, okay, so you're like, okay, 0.12 over 12 is equal to,
0.01, hence the 1%.
so then you change that number. Okay, so then after that, you're like, okay, then now I can treat it like the last problem, but now my number is 0.01.
Yeah, so I'm treating it exactly like the last problem, except instead of years, these are now months, right? And I'm doing 1%.
1.01 or 0.01?
So 0.01 is the interest part, and you get to keep the money you started.
Yeah, sorry.
Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
A little bit weird? Do we need to do a problem or two?
Yeah.
Yeah.